Super Talk 99.7 WTN. I've been accused of lying about something, and I'm not so sure what it is. 9009 says, he's lying, Ken. Was he talking about me? Well, y'all tell me what I'm lying about. Jackson is correct about the baby and the king cake, by the way, 4363. Jackson, congratulations. You've been right about something today. They say that, yes, if you get the baby and the king cake. Oh, here we go. Oh, no.
Jackson was right.
That's Murphy was right. That's the Murphy was right theme song. This said the Jackson was right theme song.
I'm taking it. Jackson was right.
And somebody else said that I'm engaging in fake news, and I don't know what I'm engaging in fake news about. Maybe they're referring to. I know what they're referring to now. By the way, it's the Matt Murphy Radio Show, Super Talk 99.7 WTN. I'll explain all. It's 8 minutes after 5 o'clock. Glad to have you with us. Thank you for being around. Lots going on. Now, what the super texters are referring to, saying he's lying, Ken, was not about me. It was about Ken Weaver's newscast. And some folks are telling tales out of school with regard to this Middle Tennessee detention facility, and nobody really knows who's telling the truth, and everybody's got an opinion on it. ICE leaders have walked back their statements, apparently, about buying warehouses in Lebanon, Tennessee. A spokesperson is now saying that that was a mistake. This is according to WSMV. And as of a few minutes ago, according to Steve Melling of WSMV, there are no further efforts to promote or open detention facilities in our Middle Tennessee region. Now,
Channel 4 says that ICE told them the statement they sent this morning about the purchase of a site in Wilson County was sent erroneously.
Erroneously. Okay. Well, there you go. So
I guess it's not happening?
So it's not happening. Well, I was kind of hoping it would. You know, because I like chaos. I'm a chaos man, Ken.
Yeah.
Well, oh, okay. Well, that begs the question, and I know that I'm asking it probably prematurely, but I'm certain that many people in their automobiles, as you're driving home from what is, for some of you, your first day of the week, you're wondering, well, how in the heck did that happen? How do you send out something like that erroneously? Did you mean Lebanon, Pennsylvania, and not Lebanon, Tennessee, or what?
Yeah.
I mean, that's just weird. But I promise we'll get to the bottom of it. Oh, I know. I just figured something out, Ken. The person that said he's lying, Ken, they were talking about the no calories in the cookie cake.
Oh, yeah.
Which, by the way, have you had any of that cookie cake?
I'm not going to have it. I'm not going to do it.
All right. Well, good for you, because I was lying. There are calories in the cookie cake. A lot of them.
I was getting ready to say.
Nothing tastes that good without having a healthy amount of calories in it.
Right. It's got to be fattening.
Oh, my
It's got to be bad for you.
It looks so... Oh, it tastes great, though. My goodness gracious, tastes great. All right, so more of your calls coming up in just a moment. I do want to remind you, we are a week out from our Steak of the Union event in Smyrna at Legend Steakhouse, and we want to see you. Friends, y'all come on out and break bread with us. We'd love to see you. Ken will be there. Matt Murphy will be there. It's my understanding they're even allowing Jackson to come out and about.
I'm going to wear a polo shirt.
Yes, you need to dress nicely, Jackson. Maybe brush that hair a little bit. Maybe wear some long pants. Just a thought. You got a week to consider it. One way or the other, it is a mere $100, and for that money, you get a full meal. You will absolutely love it. And I'm here to tell you that I want you to be there so much that the next 10 people, I'm going to say the next 10, because here's the thing. You get an 8-ounce sirloin cooked to your specification. You get a couple of sides. You get the salad bar. You get strawberry cake. And then I get to the point, and gratuities included. This is for your $100 ticket. Gratuities included. Everything's included. Taxes included. And then we get to the bottom line, and it says, also, a non-alcoholic beverage of your choosing is included. And I thought, well, what the heck good is that? I mean, if you want a good cold beer, the next 10 people that sign up for tickets to this event, Matt Murphy, yours truly, this guy is going to buy you an icy cold frothy brew or a beverage of your choosing, whatever that might be, above and beyond what's already covered with the ticket price, all you've got to do is come up to me and say, I was one of the 10, Matt Murphy, and I heard you on that day, Tuesday, February the 17th, say what you said, and you owe me a beer. You've just got to go and buy a ticket, and Matt will buy you a beer. Now, you can do whatever you want with that beer. You can give it to a friend of yours. You can buy a different type of beverage if you want. You can give it to Jackson. Don't give him too many. You can pour it over Chad's head. Whatever you want to do with it, you can do with it. It is yours to do with what you will. Just go to 997WTN.com and sign up. And by the way, that arrangement's just between us. You just come up to me and give me the old winky wink. That has nothing to do with Super Talk 99.7 WTN. That's just us talking.
Is that legal?
No, I don't think. No, it's legal for me to buy a grown person a beer. Of course it is. Why wouldn't it be?
No.
I mean, we're
A lot of dumb laws.
We're all friends. I mean, folks can. I'll tell you what. I will not buy you a beer. That's a good point, Jackson. I will offer you a beer credit at the bar, which is different.
That you will pay for.
Yes, you will have a credit available to you at the bar to buy a beverage of your choosing in the general bar area, and I'll take care of that later on. How about that? 4460 said, I just signed up. I want my bottle of wine. Nobody said anything about a bottle of wine. You can have a glass of wine. 9009 says it's not legally binding. Mike from Old Hickory's buying one of those tickets. Okay, come on, Mike. I'd love to see Mike. Mike and I would be best of buds out at an event like this. Hey, it's Robert's turn at 15 minutes after the hour of 5 o'clock on Super Talk 99.7 WTN. Hello, Robert.
Hey, how we doing today?
I'm great, Robert. Hope you are.
Good. Listen, I'm Robert with Anderson Marine. I wanted to invite you out to sit in one of our boats and do your show.
Hey, what about it, Jackson? Look at that. All right. We've been begging for a boat to do a show in.
You got it, sir.
All right, Robert, here's what I have to ask you to do, though, because I'm dead serious. We've got to put you on hold, and then let's get Robert's info, because what we got to do is hook you up with our promotions team, and because I want to do a show from a boat.
I can do my news from the boat and fish at the same time.
Robert, would that be permissible with you if Ken Weaver did his news from the boat and fished at the same time?
Sure would be.
Hey, Robert says it's all good, Ken.
Son of a biscuit eater.
I love it. I love it, love it, love it. Robert, tell me a little bit about your shop.
We're Anderson Marine. We've been in business now for over 60-something years.
Okay.
We sell lots of fun. That's what we do. We sell fun. Fishing and fun.
Well, man, if I don't see you beforehand, I'm absolutely going to see you at the boat show, and hopefully it will be as you present to me the boat that I'll be doing my show from. So I'm going to put you on a brief hold, Robert, and Jackson's going to talk to you and put you in the right direction. Just get his information, Jackson, and we'll get him in the right direction. Get him to Rich and the team. Would absolutely love to do a show from a boat. I've done it once before, not actually on the water, and we won't be on the water this time around either. Yeah, I mean, I know.
Well, I can't fish.
Well, you sure can. I'll find you a bucket with some fish in it. I mean, like catching fish in a barrel. That's what you'll be doing, Weaver. Have you ever been to one of these boat shows?
Yeah.
They have some of them. They set up like water tanks. And they have,
they got big old fish in them.
They got big old fish in those things. So I don't know what's going on out there. I've never been to one in Nashville, but I went to plenty of them in Birmingham, Alabama, and they are a big to-do. So
wouldn't that be something, though, dude, if we could do our radio show while fishing at the same time?
That'd be nice. That'd be nice. I don't like to fish, Ken. Do you like to fish?
Oh,
you like to fish?
I absolutely love it.
I like to drink on a boat.
Well, I'll do that, too.
Yeah, I feel like
Not while I'm doing the news, though.
Nah, that's true. For me, fishing and drinking on a boat is much the same thing. I accomplish the same thing. I've never had the patience to be a good fisherman.
Oh, man.
You know what I did like doing when I was a kid, though? I had a stepfather for a brief period of time, and Lane was kind of messed up in the head, but there were a few moments and memories that I look back on fondly. One of them was Lane was a bass fisherman and had won a lot of trophies fishing in the Southeast. And he had one of those pretty awesome bass boats.
Yeah.
And, he wouldn't let us touch his fancy reels, rod and reels, with the open line.
Yeah.
And they were all fancy. We couldn't touch those. But he would take my brother and I carp fishing.
Yeah.
And we would fish for bottom feeders, and he would put, a lot of weight on the line to get it to the bottom, and he would put corn on big hooks, like whole kernel corn.
Yeah.
On the hook. And those fish absolutely loved it. And man, oh man, you have not lived until you fought one of those carp.
You get big old carp.
I mean, that's a fight, boy. Now, we never ate them because they're so bony.
Yeah, they're real bony.
But we would take them by, he didn't waste them either. We would go by the bait and tackle shop at Clarks Hill Lake after we caught us 5 or 6 or 8 of those big old carp.
Mm-hmm.
And there's always somebody that's willing to eat them. Somebody, somebody.
Yeah, whenever I lived in East Texas, I learned that people will eat anything. I mean, you could walk. I remember it as a little kid, right around the time I killed that woodpecker.
Mm-hmm.
Mom would take us out grocery shopping in the summer. I mean, there'd be pig brains, cow brains, pig this, cow that, right there in the meat section. Tongue.
No,
cow
tongue. I remember all that too.
But I've never eaten a carp. I don't think I ever would eat a carp.
No, not now.
Now, I eat catfish. They're bottom feeders.
Yeah, I've eaten catfish.
But, you can put them in fresh water for a couple of days, and they'll filter right out.
I'm not that big of a fan of catfish, quite honestly. I don't know if it's a byproduct of them being bottom feeders or not. It's just the flavor I don't really care for.
I like catching them. They'll
They're
fight
fun.
you.
They're fun. The Lane, my stepfather, he would go fishing for channel cat, and he's caught them like 80 pounds.
Yeah. Yeah, there's some people out there that have caught some really big catfish.
Would you ever go noodling, Ken? You know what noodling is?
It would depend on where I'm noodling at. I've got a couple of cousins. They used to do it there in Oklahoma. They'd go in some real snaky and
some
like beaver infested areas, and I mean they'd get some. You don't want to get a hold of a beaver.
No,
they'll hurt you.
So beaver hang out in the same type of locations as people like to go noodling. See, I didn't know this.
They did there in Creek County, Oklahoma, from what I understand. But they would get big old fish, and the town I grew up in for a while, Pauls Valley, Oklahoma. They had they're the home of the Okie Noodling contest every year, where a bunch of people from all over the country come and they go around Oklahoma in the rivers and creeks, and you got a certain amount of time to noodle your catfish, bring them back for measurement, and they would crown a winner. And I mean, there's some big old catfish they'd bring back.
Most everything I know about noodling, I learned from Instagram or TikTok, because there's a cadre of hot chicks that noodle.
Yeah, I've seen some of those.
You know what I'm saying? And they're the ones that get up to the top of your feed because they get the most likes and the most views and all of that. I'm not promoting it. I'm just suggesting.
Right.
That just about everything I know about noodling, it comes from hot chicks in lakes that are noodling. Jackson, do you have any idea what we're talking about?
No, I was getting that guy's information, and y'all were talking about noodling, and I don't know what noodling is. Is it pool noodles? Or is it cooking some various sort of cheap noodle broth?
So,
is it something unsavory, or is it very savory if it's the noodles?
I'm trying to answer your question, Jackson. I'm trying to figure out the best way to answer this. So, you go out to the lake, and what people do, catfish hide, or they rest. I might be saying this incorrectly.
They get up underneath stuff.
They like to get up under boat docks. They like to get up under the banks.
Rocks.
And up under rocks, and they just hang out there with their mouths open and basically just wait for something to come along to bite it. And what people do is that they find these places where these catfish like to, I'll just say, nest.
Oh, they're mating?
And they're not mating.
Hey, they could be.
Well, maybe. I don't know. Anyway, these folks go down underneath the water, and in many cases, they completely submerge themselves underwater.
It's very dangerous.
It is.
You're not supposed to go by yourself.
And you go under there and you stick your hand underneath where these catfish are. And you know what those catfish do there, Jackson?
They noodle.
They bite your hand. And when they bite, these catfish bite the people on the hand. I'm not, Jackson, I see the way you're looking at me. I'm not making this up. When the catfish bites their hand, those people grab on to the catfish and drag that big sucker out of there and bring them up to the bank.
And then they make noodles out of them?
You could.
I suppose.
Make a nice ramen dish?
You know what, Jackson? You bring up a good point. I have no Do you know why they call it noodling? I have no idea.
I don't know.
3336 says men call it grabbling, not noodling. So you two were...
I've only heard it called noodling.
I've only been told it was noodling. And noodling is not gender specific, at least as far as I know.
Well, it's kind of like the human arm is a noodle for the catfish.
Right. It's the bait.
Yeah.
Like your fingers are out there at the end.
Does it hurt?
Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah. They'd say that, when the catfish bites down on you, they don't have like teeth per se, but they're.
Well, they do.
Well, I guess they're just.
They got teeth, and the bite hurts.
It's like sandpaper, like really, really sharp sandpaper grabbing onto your arm.
Yeah, you want to do it with a long sleeve shirt on.
I'd punch that sucker. Bite me.
Look, now I've got people telling me who the hot noodlers are. Don't tell me who the hot noodlers are. I don't need to know that.
There's one down there in Alabama. I think she may be one of the most popular. I can't remember her name.
I think that's Hannah.
Is this a sport?
She gets some big old fish.
What do you watch on TV? Both of you.
No. This is what people do when they're not on their damn phone, Jackson. This is real life.
This is natural selection begging to happen.
Hannah Barron is... Yeah, she's the one from Alabama, Ken. Hannah Barron. She is an outdoor adventurer and catfish noodler. Yeah. She was born and raised in southern Alabama, has gained global popularity for her fearless fishing methods and passion for the outdoors. There you go.
Yeah, she gets some big old fish.
Well, I don't think we'll be noodling at the boat show coming up March 5th.
Yeah, we won't be noodling there.
But we can fish. I'm telling you, I'll figure out a way that we can fish, Ken. 25 after the hour, Super Talk 99.7 WTN. Super Talk 99.7 WTN. Enough of noodling. We'll get on to the Nincompooppery coming up in just moments. 39 after the hour on Super Talk 99.7 WTN. Earlier today, we were discussing some of the business owners' reaction now that the property tax increases are coming due in the city of Nashville. One of them being the Acme Feed and Seed ownership. That gentleman, I'm hopeful that we can have Mr. Morales on the show very soon. We've reached out to him, and we will await his response. I have a response from Senator Mark Pody, who was on with Nashville's Morning News this morning, Dan Mandis. It's been a confusing 12 hours. There was a report that there was an Immigration and Customs Enforcement detention facility coming to Lebanon, Tennessee. And that report was apparently confirmed by an ICE official. The latest that we have received, and I've just gotten this from the Public Affairs Department of U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement. And obviously you've heard Ken Weaver report on this moments ago. You'll hear it again, I'm certain, but this should clean all of this up. And this is from Senator Mark Pody. He forwarded this to me. I think I can say that. Good afternoon. Please see our correction to an earlier email attribute to an ICE spokesman. Quote, ICE has not purchased a facility in Lebanon, Tennessee. That statement was sent without prior approval. This mistake has since been rectified. Regardless, every day, Department of Homeland Security is conducting law enforcement activities across the country to keep Americans safe. It should not come as news that ICE will be making arrests in states across the U.S. and is actively working to expand detention space. ICE is targeting criminal illegal aliens, including murderers, rapists, criminals, gang members, and more. 70% of ICE arrests are illegal aliens charged or convicted of a crime in the United States. Thanks to the One Big Beautiful Bill, ICE has new funding to expand detention space to keep these criminals off American streets before they are removed for good from our communities. That from U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement, Office of Public Affairs. So there was a mistake. There is no facility, at least in the foreseeable future, coming to Lebanon, Tennessee. One can understand why there was great confusion. I was one of those confused. I reached out to the governor's office. I reached out to Senator Pody. I reached out to others. And I'm asking, what the heck's going on? Why doesn't anyone seem to know about this? Well, no one knew about it because it wasn't actually happening. 615-737-9986. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time to find some nincompoops. By now, you've heard Weaver's newscast. You've heard me opine on the real news. It's time to look across the state of Tennessee, the volunteer state, nay, all across these United States of America. Heck, we'll go around the globe to find the nincompoops where they live and breathe. We call it Nincompoops in the News. We do it daily at this time, and we appreciate you being here. Jackson Williams, Matt Murphy, and Ken Weaver.
I'm getting y'all today.
Jackson, you and I had the benefit of Weaver being DQ'd yesterday.
Yeah.
And I won.
That is incorrect, Jackson. That is
We tied.
That is also incorrect. Have you seen?
Lost.
Do you have your super text line pulled up?
I do not.
You know that people are sending you photos of Hannah Barron. And I say that because I know that it will split your attention.
That'll get Brother Jackson's attention.
Yeah, that will divide your attention away from Nincompoops in the News, giving me an opportunity to win.
Really quickly, did y'all attempt to find the lowest resolution pictures of her on the internet? Was that an attempt from y'all? Because this one was taken on a potato.
On a potato?
Yeah, somebody attached a camera lens to a potato and took the picture that I just opened.
Well, Jackson, I think a quick Google search with 2 words in it, Hannah Barron, would help you out there, buddy. I mean, these folks are just trying to help you. I think this is the definition of looking a gift horse in the mouth, Jackson. You didn't have to get any pictures. Now you're criticizing the ones you got. That's like criticizing that cookie cake that you've had 4 slices of now.
I've not had 4. I've had 2.
Well, if you've had 2 slices, the last slice was robust. All right, it's time for Nincompoops in the News. I won yesterday, and so I get to pick the batting order. I'm going to go. Jackson 1, Ken 2, Matt 3.
That's Big 10-4.
That's how we're doing.
Right. Here's the winning story. Everybody get your voting texts ready. Man busted for spicy chicken domestic battery.
Sounds good.
Police say defendant hit woman with a thrown Chick-fil-A sandwich.
During
During a Valentine's Day quarrel about infidelity, a man allegedly struck his female companion in the head with a thrown Chick-fil-A spicy chicken deluxe sandwich.
Goodness.
That's the one that comes with lettuce and cheese, and that's a pricey sandwich.
No, honey, that was my pleasure.
According to the Florida police, who arrested the suspect for domestic battery, investigators say Theodore Anderson and the victim were having dinner in their home Saturday evening when they began to argue. The defendant cops charged threw a spicy deluxe chicken sandwich, striking the victim on the head with it. Anderson then tossed a styrofoam cup of blue Powerade, which left the woman soaked in sports drink.
Blue Powerade.
You got to get yourself a delicious Chick-fil-A lemonade. What are you doing with your life?
When officers arrived at the St. Petersburg residence, they reported spotting the Chick-fil-A delicacy broken apart in the living room where the incident occurred. The sandwich was not collected as evidence. Anderson reportedly admitted to the spicy chicken attack. The 28-year-old woman, cops say, alleged she had been battered by Anderson several times during the 3 years they have lived together. Charged with domestic battery, a misdemeanor, Anderson spent a day in jail before being released Sunday evening on a $5,000 bond.
You can hit a man with a Big Mac, but not a spicy Chick-fil-A.
A judge has ordered him to have no contact with the victim. Anderson's rap sheet includes a November 22 conviction for violating a domestic violence restraining order involving a former girlfriend.
What did he throw at her?
I'm going to guess he went with...
A Big Mac.
This is Florida. I'm going to say he hit her with a Joe's Crab Shack crab leg.
I was thinking a delicious cup of Wendy's chili.
And also, don't sleep on the blue Powerade. It's delicious.
I like how the reporter mentioned they did not confiscate the sandwich as evidence.
Well, I mean, I see. I feel like that leaves a hole in the case.
You've got to have the weapon.
Sir, I didn't hit her with anything. I didn't hit her with a sandwich or anything. Where's the evidence of the sandwich?
Where
Your Honor,
is it?
Where's the chicken?
I see what you did there. I was trying to do if the chicken doesn't fit, you must acquit.
If the chicken is not spicy, the defendant will be feeling nicey.
Ken, do you have a nincompoop, sir?
I do, boy.
Yeah.
My nincompoop is an actor by the name of Shia LaBeouf.
Hold on a second.
Wait, he got his butt kicked, didn't he?
I hit her with the sandwich because she was acting like a bad person.
Yeah. You caught yourself
Okay,
there.
anyway, now see, I want to know this story. I vaguely saw this headline, and I'm very interested in this story. Shia LaBeouf, weirdo.
Shia LaBeouf arrested on Mardi Gras morning in New Orleans. The actor facing 2 counts of simple battery after New Orleans police say he punched 2 men early Mardi Gras morning. According to Axios, LaBeouf has been patronizing multiple uptown bars over the past few days. Apparently, you got The Hollywood Reporter and TMZ and other outlets following him around. He reportedly showed up at Miss May's shirtless. He was asked to leave after he tried to, quote, be a celebrity bartender. The altercation happened at the R Bar. Several hours later, bystanders, you can see, are holding LaBeouf down until police arrive. LaBeouf at times getting punched because he's trying to get up. The actor was taken to a hospital for medical treatment, then later released. LaBeouf was arrested on 2 counts of simple battery, according to court records. He listed a Laurel Street address there in court records, matching an uptown home purchased in December for $1.1 million. But it's unknown if he actually owns that place or not. But apparently, Mr. LaBeouf is in need of some help.
Ken, I hate to do this. It's pronounced LaBeouf.
Jackson. I think it's LaBeouf.
No, it's LaBeouf.
All right, LaBeouf.
He was big on Disney Channel when I was a kid.
Shia LaBeouf.
I think it's LaBeouf.
No.
I think I've heard it both ways.
I don't think it matters. He was the one that did the performance art. I want to say it was New York City, where he just stood in front of a camera like forever. Like it was like an odd. I mean, I can't remember exactly what it was, but it was like weirdo performance art that he did, where he set up a camera and just stood there.
Yeah.
And anyone that wanted to could come stand next to him or do whatever they wanted to do, but he just stood there on a webcam for as long as he could. I mean, he's a weird dude, however you pronounce his name.
He was in the Transformers movies.
He was in it
is LaBeouf.
Yeah, that's what Ken said, LaBeouf. It's not LaBeouf like Jackson was saying. It's LaBeouf.
You see what he does to me, Ken?
Shia LaBeouf.
Shia LaBeouf. Sorry about that, Mr. Shia.
He was in the wonderful feature film Holes.
He was in the greatest game ever played, golf movie.
That actually did a really good job in that movie.
He's a good actor.
He was in Transformers.
He's a fine actor. I've got no I've got no qualms with his acting chops.
I think he's got some personal issues he might need to take care of.
Yeah, he's got a little psychological issues going on. But if you've never seen Holes, Sigourney
Holes is
Weaver,
such a good movie.
John Voight.
John Voight?
Oh, yeah, John Voight was in Holes.
Awesome.
Henry Winkler was in Holes.
Henry Winkler.
Yeah, he was trying to make, what did he make? What was it called? Sploosh? No,
You
it
mean
wasn't Sploosh.
Splush?
No, it wasn't Sploosh. What was it? It was, the product that he made to make your shoes not stink at the end.
Air freshener?
Have you seen the movie Holes, Jackson?
I haven't seen it in probably 10, 15 years. It has been a long time since I've sat down and watched that movie.
My favorite line in Holes was from John Voight, where somebody says something about telling him a story. Can't we tell him a story? Y'all want to hear a story? Here's a story. There once was a magical land where it never rained. The end. It's awesome.
He was also in Even Stevens.
Shia LaBeouf.
Yes.
Shia LaBeouf.
Mm-hmm. As in no clothes on, as he didn't have a shirt on.
He
in
didn't
that
have a
story.
shirt.
He got his butt kicked, too.
Yeah.
Well, you know.
He lost that fight.
Yeah. Here's my nincompoop, fellas. This is the big winner. A staggeringly stupid. Remember, the rule is nobody dies. Nobody
That's right.
died in this story.
That's right.
But this dude is staggeringly stupid, according to the court. The man tattooed 3 children, and he's been jailed for 3 years as a result. Patrick Coe's victims said they thought he was giving them temporary tattoos, but he actually gave them permanent tattoos. His actions with a home kit resulted in 3 children suffering pain and having to take medication in case of infection. Coe, 31, of Newcastle, admitted to 3 counts of child cruelty. The children complained of pain while Coe was tattooing them.
Goodness.
The children had to be taken to the hospital and given preventative antibiotics for hepatitis and tetanus, while one of the children had a minor infection as a result of Coe's action. When he was arrested, Coe claimed, quote, he didn't say anything wrong with giving kids tattoos. The judge in the case said the tattoos were cosmetic disfigurement, permanent injury, and the children in question did not have the choice in the matter. The judge went on to tell Coe, as he was sentencing him to 3 years, you are staggeringly stupid. To which I say, no, sir. Your Honor, with all due respect, this man is not stupid. This man is a nincompoop. That's how we play Nincompoops in the news. Sploosh is correct, by the way. Thank you to all of our loyal listeners. Sploosh. He was also in Indiana Jones. He was in the Indiana Jones films. No. He did a good job. He's a good actor, just a crazy person. You can vote for Ken Weaver. You can vote for Matt Murphy. And that's about that. 53 after the hour on Super Talk 99.7 WTN. Vote early, vote often. 615-737-9986.
Vote for me.